age 2, most children start getting more picky about their food choices, and this can lead to power struggles and anxiety. But registered dietitian Sarah Remmer is here now with how to take the stress out of mealtime and create healthy, long-term eating habits. Good morning to you, Sarah. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Every mom and every family deals with this.
It's true.
At some point or another.
It would be unusual not to deal with picky eating at one point or another. Most kids will go through a picky eating phase, if not several.
Right.
So it's important to realize that you're not going to serve a meal that everyone in the family is going to eat, and that is okay.
And that is okay.
It is okay. So just take a deep breath and realize that mealtime is not going to be perfect.
Right.
It's going to feel stressful. I have 3 kids, I understand.
Yes, I have 2 kids. This gets stressful.
Yes.
I found it a lot more stressful when the kids were younger.
Yes.
Less so now that they're a bit older.
For sure. Parents worry that their children aren't getting the nutrition that they need if they don't eat everything on their plate or if they don't eat their vegetables. But the truth is that by the end of the week, most kids will get what they need nutrition-wise if parents keep track of it throughout the week. Even if they're not eating something at a meal, or even if they don't eat their meal altogether one day, they are getting what they need by the end of the week, so you can kind of breathe that sigh of relief knowing that.
Okay, that's great. So where do we start? You've got some wonderful tips. Are we starting with the family meal?
That's right. So as a mom, I know obviously that meals are stressful, they can be chaotic, there can be power struggles. What I wanted to mention first is that I've partnered with Catelli, and they have this wonderful campaign about Real Feels Good. So it's #RealFeelsGood, and basically it's encouraging parents to share their stories of the chaotic dinners that they have with their kids, and the real stories, right?
Yes.
And that it's not going to look perfect, their kids aren't going to eat everything. So I encourage everybody to do that, share on social media, Real Feels Good. But I have some tips as a pediatric dietitian and as a mom for getting your picky eater to eat more. And the first one is family-style meals.
Okay.
Have you ever done this at home?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Especially
easy.
with taco night, I find.
I love taco night, pizza night. So basically it's laying out all of the ingredients for your kids to serve themselves.
Yes.
So instead of serving your kids what you think is appropriate portion-wise and food-wise, you get the kids to do it themselves, and they feel like they're in control, which is going to increase the chances that they're actually going to eat the meal.
Yes.
So it is very powerful.
Give them
and it's
some
easier.
power.
It's easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, and next one.
Next one is always serve one food that you know that every child is going to eat.
Okay,
So,
one food.
One food. So that could be bread, it could be pasta, it could be cheese, it could be yogurt, it could be a type of fruit or vegetable. So what this does is it kind of takes the pressure off of the child. It's like, I know I'm going to eat at least one thing at the table, even if I am scared of the other foods. I have one loved food that I'll eat. And it also just gives parents the peace of mind that their child is eating something nutritious.
Okay, very good. Now, very quickly, we have to get to this idea, which is kind of wild, but it's the idea of putting dessert on the table?
Yeah. I do this all the time, and I know it sounds crazy, but basically it sort of puts all the foods on a level playing field. So a lot of kids will rush through their meal to get to the dessert food because it's sort of the prize at the end of the meal. But when you put it all together, it slows them down, and it kind of takes the appeal out of the dessert, and it makes the nutritious foods a little bit less yucky. So it just kind of is sending the message that all foods can fit, and that you don't have to rush through your dinner meal, or you don't have to get through that dinner meal to get to the good stuff at the end.
That is a fantastic idea.
A long-term lesson, if anything.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Sarah, thank you so much. Fantastic tips here.
Thanks for having me.
Dessert at the same time. I love this.